Welcome. So earlier I talked about the LinkedIn subscription that you get it for 1 month and you should try to accumulate as many certificates as you can. Let's say if you actually decide to buy the course, let's say you buy the LinkedIn subscription, LinkedIn learning subscription. Let's say that you decide to do that, or your company or your college actually gives you a 6 months free subscription. Is it worth it? And in actually it is worth it, but in what scenarios? So before actually I when I moved into development, I got my first computer job. I should say computer job. It was in Excel, as you can see. So to get this job, I did a bunch of Excel courses. I mainly did this one, the Master Microsoft Excel course on LinkedIn Learning, because honestly, I didn't have that much time to research, and the you know it was there wasn't much time to speculate to decide on what courses to get and what not to get. I had to get the certificate quickly, and that is the reason I said talk about LinkedIn. So let's talk about Excel first. On LinkedIn Learning, a few authors are excellent, a few teachers, instructors are excellent. Dennis Taylor, his, I mean, he has so much experience in Excel. I think he might have more experience in Excel than how much you, how old you must be in age. Oz Du Salil was amazing. Oz Du Salil was amazing, especially with macros, power queries, and all that. Kurt Fry, Kurt Fry, to the point, clean concepts. Dennis Taylor, I already talked about. Jennifer McBee, she was mainly for if you want to get the certificate and for those courses, but she was also good. Point is, Excel courses on LinkedIn Learning are actually good. Okay. And once I did this, I had a better understanding of Excel. I was also doing these courses while I was at the job, and I needed to, figure out how to use Excel to my advantage. I had to cut down time because it was taking, frankly, it was taking a lot of time. I think once I was there, uh, have I written it down? Not have I not? Okay, I have not written it down exactly, but the point is there was a certain operation that required approximately 4 hours. 4 hours of do some just matching data from different sheets, trying it out, getting the and I think I automated that with VBA itself. I didn't automate it with anything else. I automated it with macros and VBA, cut down the time from 4 hours to literally 10 seconds. No, maybe 30 seconds, yes. So that was the power of Excel automation and VBA inquiry. Don't worry about this. This is not what I want to talk about. Okay, so uh, then even then I realized that that what I did was with VBA. I wrote a bunch of codes. I didn't use macros to auto generate code for me. That is a horrible way to approach Excel. The point is you will learn Excel properly if you if you get this. It is expensive, but the point is I haven't been able to find a bit course. I haven't been able to find a better, you know, Excel alternative. Microsoft. There is one. Let me show you. Microsoft courses. So Microsoft actually does have its own website where it teaches. The problem is it is not as deep and not as a video. You will see what I mean. So if I show you this, let me see training. Okay, sorry, it's this link learn.microsoft.com. And if I browse the full catalog and go with Excel, you will understand what I mean to say, and it won't show Excel. Microsoft being Microsoft. Is it in 365 or is there another one? hold on. This is Microsoft we are talking about. They like to fuck with uh, muscle memory. Yeah. So this is Power Apps, Power Apps, Power Apps. Where is Excel? Excel. There's just one Excel here, and even if I select Excel, I get OneNote and whatnot. I hate you. I mean, I have used you since I was a kid, but I hate you for this. When I select Excel, shouldn't this be actually just Excel? No, this is Office now. I mean, you see the problem that I'm trying to show you. Okay, where is Excel learning path? I'm not sure. Excel, Office 365. Maybe this has it. Those all Office content and learning path. Is there a big learning path? Okay, this is getting ridiculous. There is nothing named Excel here. Educator 21st learning. You see the problem. They should have something there, but they don't have it. There are a few courses on Udemy, and you will realize many of those people are actually from here. Dennis Taylor, Ostu, Salil, and all. Anyways, the point is, Excel courses are good on LinkedIn Learning. I wouldn't say you to spend a lot here, but let's say you are able to get the 6 months premium subscription from free, or you pay a shady person a few bucks to give it to you. So what happened was LinkedIn actually allowed its own, you know, the people who worked at LinkedIn, they were allowed to give 5 premium subscription for free to a lot of people. It was through gift certificates and code, and the people who it was 3 4 years ago. So the people who realized the value in it just made a bunch of fake accounts and kept all those gift certificates, and they are now selling it on black market. So you can get the certificates for like half the cost of a 1 month certificate. So if the certification, I think it's 30 bucks a month, LinkedIn Learning, and if you pay the guy 10 or 15 bucks, he will give you the 6 month free subscription. That is the general rate in India. I'm not sure outside India how is it. It is. Yeah. So the point is, so I got the 6 month subscription now, but back then I actually bought it monthly. It was very expensive, but I thought, hey, it's better than nothing. And I really had to learn Excel. Okay, even though the reason these are not mm, ticked because these were updated in March in 2022 and I did it in 2021. You can say I already completed this course, completed on 19 2021. Yeah, so the point is, Excel courses are good. Uh, Dennis Taylor, Osdo Solil, Curtis Fry. I think code Osdo Solil and Dennis Taylor I would put at the top. Both have a bit of a different approach. Osdo Solil is mainly, I would say, towards the, you know, smarter side. No, no, I wouldn't say smarter side. Both will kill me. So, uh, um, both are in my correction, though both will kill me. The point is, Osdo Salil, I liked his Power Query approaches. I liked his out of the box approaches. Dennis Taylor, I liked, as you can see, he has 25 plus years of experience. And he understands the language, the Excel's, you know, stupidity, I would say, at a better level, and he makes it understand. So I think these two structures are amazing. I wouldn't say much about other people. They were good, but these are the best. Dennis Taylor and Osdo Salil. Yeah. So I learned Power Query around Excel. I learned it helped me a lot, and I got the job. That was about Excel. That is what I wanted to talk about. Excel, and I wanted to talk about the career. And now, Now this next thing I want to talk about. Now let's remove Excel from here. Okay, and if I actually give me so recently what I did was once I got the 6 month subscription that I talked about, I started to learn. I think it is from here, from yeah, from here. You remember the early videos I shared? These are for the become a Java programmer path. So it had you already had a bunch of courses, and I shared my experience with those. The last course was nearly a Java interview, and if I go above it, I still I continued. The thing is, I wasn't able to share it, but I continued studying. So I learned a bit about Maven. I learned a bit about RDBC, RDMS, sorry, not RDBC, RDMS and REST APIs. I learned a bit about the new Java 17, and I learned a bit about no, this is the earlier course. The point is, I had to know, uh, the point I'm trying to make is when you are into development, since there are so many branches, so many, uh, what you say, libraries, APIs, and so many ways of doing things that it can get daunting. Okay, it it appears that everything is so complex, and how you're able to ever get your head around that unless you do long courses. So that is the thing. You, once you go into Java, you hear about J2E, Spring Boot, Maven, and all that REST APIs, and you are a bit curious. Is it really that complex to learn, or is it not? And it drives you crazy because for to learn something properly, you have to give 20, 30 hours, and you don't have the time to give 20, 30 hours. That is where LinkedIn comes in. This is a 1 hour 30-minute course introducing Maven. I did this in about 3 hours. These have a small quizzes in them, so it keeps you on your edge of your seat so that you don't get bored. The point is, after doing this 3 hours course, I had a basic understanding of Maven, and that is the point I'm making. With LinkedIn, you can get basic understanding, at least the most basic understanding of few things that you might want to know. Okay, let's say you are a Python programmer. Okay, that is, I think, the most common languages that is told for people to pick up, even though they shouldn't pick it up. Let's say you are a Python programmer. The second thing you might need just after Python is a database. What do you do for database? Okay, you might be focused on Python, you might be focused on one language, but it's best to have a little bit of idea about other languages. So there is where this comes in. So let's, in that analogy, if you have Python certification, you are learning Python properly, you just go ahead and you do a small Java course, an hour and a half hour course. You go ahead and you do a SQL course, and don't do these courses, don't do LinkedIn courses when you have the time to sit down and do other courses. If you have the time to sit down on a computer and you have the system with you and you can properly focus on a course, focus on other courses. Okay, I'm not talking about Excel anymore, I'm talking about other things. Focus on your other courses. I wouldn't put LinkedIn at the top. If you can't find any other courses and it looks easy enough to get in here, just start with LinkedIn Learning. Only then you start focusing on LinkedIn. Okay, if you have other courses, focus on them first. LinkedIn Learning I have found to be very helpful while you can't actually do those courses. So like when you're eating, while you're cooking food, while when you are exercising and all that. So that is when it helps. Yeah. Uh, I would say get the 6 months course if you can get it for cheap, or if you can get it for free. And I would say start adding these little certificates to your profile. Okay, so these every languages, database, And on the other hand, if you are unable to find courses on other platforms which you think are good, like Excel, you can actually come and do a few LinkedIn learning courses. That is all that I wanted to say, and then I have been pretty busy with trying to, get a job and all. One more thing, I have, as you saw, that I did a lot of courses there, but what I have stopped doing is I have stopped actually sharing uh, a review about all the courses. I thought it was not actually, it was not good enough to just make a 1.5 minute video. If the course is good, I will certainly make a video and not. But uh, the thing is, I have started to share these small courses and books reviews on LinkedIn itself. You can follow me on there if you want. Otherwise, it's fine. So as you can see, I did this database course and I shared a small review there. It was much better and it was basically good. So you can see, and also started to waste a bit of time there. So this is the other course I did about REST APIs. So, and Frank Molly is introducing Maven and Java 17. I didn't have much to say about it, so I didn't. And and did I did SQL also? Oh no, I didn't do SQL. It was something else. I did the programming Annis Davis's Annis Davis's course. And the point is, I'm sharing the reviews on LinkedIn now. Okay, I'm not sharing it on YouTube. If it is a learning path, I will share. If it is worthy, I will share. Most of the time, it's not, so I don't share. All the other courses, I will share. So that's currently, you know what? Let's talk about the other courses that I was doing. I think it is good to talk about them a bit because you'll be like, bro, it's been a long time. Why aren't you, why aren't you sharing about your progress? And the thing is, I have been kind of stuck with trying to complete these courses. So I will talk about what I am currently doing. So in currently, I pretty possible. So currently, the Duke University's courses solving problem with it had a Java learning path. I already talked about it earlier, and the other learning path by LearnQuest. So these two I'm doing via Coursera. The other I want to do, but I haven't got into yet is the MOOC University of Helsinki course. This is also an excellent course. So these three are the main ones that I am actually focused on right now. I don't think there is anyone. I don't want to actually get into any other. Okay, I have the list here. I can have a like move by Java programming. Oh, there is one course I really want to do. Honestly, I already talked about it. Java programming. Yes, I really want to do this course, man. Yeah, this is the course that I want to do. Oh, they have changed everything. 8 plus hours of video instruction. I in the beginning, I think one or two videos, I thought that this was pretty good, and I am not sure how much it costs when you're ready to go. Okay, $49 per month. anyways, I will review it and I will maybe tell you about how you can. Let's not talk about them that right now. So yeah, uh, that is all about it. 20 minutes. I'm barely sleepy, and I will meet again. I will see you again, and we will meet again. I shorten it to I will meet again, which is wrong. Anyways, see you.